Hello dear students, welcome to online biology bridge course class, and in this video I am going to discuss about the animal kingdom. In the five kingdom classification of R.H. Whitaker, the animal kingdom is the last kingdom, and it is the kingdom which includes all the animals irrespective of their body shape, body size, behavior, habitat, and mode of the reproduction. So there are five kingdoms in the Whitaker's classification. One is kingdom Monera, next is Protista, next fungi, plantae, and animalia. So this is the fifth kingdom in the Whitaker's classification. Already in one bridge course video I explained about Whitaker's classification. What are the features of animal kingdom or animals? Animals are multicellular, that means body is made up of many cells, and all of them are heterotrophic organisms. That means all the animals are dependent on other organisms for the purpose of food. They don't have the ability to synthesize their own food, hence they are called heterotrophic organisms. And one more very important point is without cell wall and chlorophyll, animal cell is not surrounded by cell wall. That is the main difference between plant cell and animal cell. Presence of cell wall indicates the cell is plant cell, and absence of cell wall indicates the cell is animal cell, and a chlorophyll is completely absent. That is why animals are heterotrophic. If chlorophyll is present, the photosynthesis occurs, and with the help of photosynthesis, the organism can synthesize its own food material. But due to the absence of chlorophyll, the animals are unable to synthesize their own food material. Hence, animals are called heterotrophic organisms. This is the one point with reference to animals. So let us have a look on the characters which are shared by animals. Animals share the following characters. So one point, all the animals are multicellular and have eukaryotic cells. What is the meaning of eukaryotic cell? Cell with completely organized nucleus is called eukaryotic cell, and multicellular because the body is made up of many cells. This one now only explained. Animal cells lack the cell walls. Cell wall is completely absent. Animals have a period of embryonic development. That means the first stage is zygote. From the zygote, it develops into embryo. Later, that embryo develops into adult. So, this kind of development is called embryonic development. They are consumers because they feed on other organisms. Heterotrophic organism dependent on other organism for the food are nothing but consumers. Then the question is, what is the term for the organism which is able to produce its own food? If the organism produces the own food, they are called producers because they have the ability to produce food material. And here the animals are consumers. Only they consume the food synthesized by other organisms. Animals can move. Of course, there are some examples where the movement is completely absent, but maximum animals show self movement or locomotion. And most animals have muscle and nervous tissue in their body. Muscle and nervous tissue are the important character of the animals. There are some primitive animals where both the structures are absent also, and animals are diploid. What is the meaning of diploid? Presence of two sets of the chromosomes. When a double set of the chromosomes are present, the condition is called diploid. Then moving to the next one. Kingdom Animalia, based on the main character, backbone or vertebral column, the kingdom Animalia divided into two major groups. First is invertebrates, also called non-chordates. Second one is vertebrates, also called chordates. So invertebrates and chordates. Meaning of invertebrate. An invertebrate is an animal without backbone. Animals without backbone are included in the group called invertebrates. Cockroach is invertebrate. Scorpion, actually the name is missed here, sorry. The cockroach is invertebrate. Here is scorpion. The scorpion is also invertebrate because they do not contain backbone in their body. Any animal without a backbone or the vertebral column are called invertebrates. The scorpion, cockroach, all the members of sponges, hydra, these animals are belonging to the group of invertebrates. The main point to remember is that these organisms are without backbone. That about 98% of all the animals are invertebrates. In the entire animal kingdom, about 98% of the animals which are present in the animal kingdom, they belong to the category of invertebrates. Then opposite term vertebrates, and this represents only 2% of all the animals are vertebrates. 98% is represented by invertebrates. Only 2% of the animals in the animal kingdom are vertebrates. And remember, all the vertebrates are belonging to the phylum called Chordata. All the vertebrates are belonging to the phylum Chordata, and vertebrates include fishes, amphibians. Frog is the example for amphibian. Reptiles, here is the garden lizard or chameleon. This is also example for chordate. Birds are belonging to the group of chordates, and mammals including man. All these are the different members of vertebrates. Animal with the backbone, vertebrate, the group represents only 2%. Animals without backbone are invertebrates, and this group represents 98%. So entire animal kingdom, the organisms or the animals of animal kingdom are divided into two groups depending on the main character, backbone. If backbone is present, they are vertebrates. If backbone is absent, they are invertebrates. The invertebrates are also called non-chordates, and vertebrates are called chordates, and all the vertebrates are included in one phylum called Chordata. So what are the different members of Chordata? Fishes, amphibians, reptiles, birds and mammals. So moving to the next one. 11 major phyla of kingdom Animalia. So animal kingdom is divided into 11 major phyla. Phylum is a singular term, phyla is plural term. So there are 11 major phyla in the animal kingdom. So what are those? Porifera, it includes all the sponges. Cnidaria, Hydra is the member of Cnidaria, also called Coelenterata. Ctenophora, comb jellies. Platyhelminthes, flat worms. Aschelminthes, round worms. Annelida, segmented body worms. Arthropoda, joint-legged animals. Mollusca, soft-bodied animals. Echinodermata, spiny-skinned animals. Hemichordata, Balanoglossus. Then chordata, that is nothing but all the members like fishes, amphibians, reptiles, birds and mammals. These are 11 major phyla of the kingdom Animalia. Then you may have the question, why this is the part of bridge course? Because in first PUC there is one topic in first unit, animal kingdom. So in that chapter you are going to study about all these phyla along with the general characters and examples. For each phylum 5 to 6 characters you need to remember along with the particular examples. If you make the practice of those general characters with example in the annual examination, the weightage of topic is 13 mark question. To pass the biology for 70 marks, just 21 marks are required, and in that 13 marked questions are from the topic animal kingdom. So that this is brief introduction about the animal kingdom and few characters along with the major phyla of kingdom Animalia. Hope the explained part is clear for you. Thank you.